welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and like the button below. Also click the bell button so you can get all the latest video and anything about trading, options, investing and everything's in my channel. So today a lot of people requested they want to know about how ascending triangle works and when to get in, when to get out. So in this video I'm gonna go through the what's the psychology around ascending triangles, and we'll kind of deep dive into it. So let's get it started. So this is an image for ascending triangle. So what's happening in ascending triangle? Usually in an uptrend, right? So the stock never moves in a straight up. Well, sometimes Tesla does that, but usually if you look at that again, it does for a very quick time, then it usually consolidation. So what is consolidation? Is pullback from their uptrend. So in this example, you see there's an uptrend, and at this point, right, so basically it's not moving, so this acts as a resistance and kind of goes down and consolidation, which is called consolidation. Then it goes up again and kind of do a coiling. So what you are saying is like at the top you can make a straight horizontal line. Again, a lot of people are stuck with like, hey, it doesn't make a perfect triangle. So in a stock never gonna move like exactly. It's not a math class, and it will never make like, it will never exact, right? It's an area, like this may be a little bit high, this may be a little lower, but you can see that, right? The pattern it makes just looks like a triangle, ascending triangles. Why ascending? Because if you look at the lower side, in the top side you could kind of make a straight line, the horizontal line, and in the bottom your lows are higher and higher, right? Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So it's kind of coiling into one point. So why it's happening, right? So in stocks it's always a fight between bulls and bear. So bulls are pulling the price down here, but they cannot pass it. So bears are pulling down it again. Bulls are pulling price up, but they cannot break this line, and bears are pulling. But one thing you notice as they go, so bulls are in power because the bears cannot let it down below this. If you see, it's increasing, right? So the lowers are higher, 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 and at one point in time the bear or bulls, they're gonna lose the, I mean, one gonna win, right? Like it's almost the power is just concentrated in right in the point it has to burst out. So it doesn't necessarily means it will always go upside. There's a lot of fake outs, and a lot of times it even goes in the downside too, when, I mean, you might have a bad news right there, or any events or anything could happen. So it does happen sometimes, right? But usually if you look at that, so usually you will breakout is this point. So when you enter, a lot of times people are confused like, when should I enter? Should I enter here? Should I enter here? Well, you can play around. Like, let's say for example, this is example, right? So this is resistance and this is support, this line acting as in support. So you literally, if it's working this one, maybe if it fails, then let's say if it's going here, so you can literally short a market and kind of go down and see. Again, it will never be like perfect line. It may kind of literally go halfway, then go up, and they go down too. It may happen. So you need to look at down. So you can play with different. If it's a long term, let's say if it's like you are doing daily candles and kind of swinging a week or two, and let's say this to this is a week or two, so you can literally play around with this support line too. But the most reward you get is if you are intraday trade, you gotta enter right here. Let's say it's breakout right here, right? You enter the trade at right time, then you put your stop loss. Maybe you need to make enough room. One thing with options, a lot of people are, what they're doing is like 10% or 5% stop loss, and it just execute. The price is very swing in options. So if you put your stop loss really smaller, you need to kind of give it little bit of room to wiggle room, right? If you put it right here, some, it will just, even if it's, because a lot of time it just fake out, it just goes up, then goes down, then it goes up, right? So you need to always keep track of that. So next we'll just move towards the trading view and see some of the stocks I was kind of looking into who are making ascending triangles, and see maybe if you can recognize. And if you have any questions or comment, don't forget to comment below. And if you want to know or want me to make any other video, I'll definitely make it. But let's get it started. So I was kind of looking at few stocks. So this is one of the GL. So GL, right? So February, yeah, February they were all-time high of 110. Right now they are at 80. They went up to 57 almost. Yeah, so low was 61, 61, 62. So around there. See, if you look at that, right, your swings lower, 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 but if you look at in the big pictures, your lowers are higher, 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 right, and your highers are like pretty much in the horizontal line. So if you make a trend line right here, let's say make a trend line like right here, a lot of people are again confused like whether they should draw this. It does not matter what your intention is. I have a video on how to draw trend line, so you can check it out if you want to know more about trend lines. But the thing is, the idea is like your trend line, more points, more lower swings it touches, that's the better. That's all. It could be, you may draw a little bit here and I may draw, some people just touch the wick, some people. So the main goal is, this is area, this is not an straight line, this is an area, right? So this area is this. um, Sometimes you may go a little bit down then come up too, it's fine, it's just the area, so never fix with exactly those line. So let's make a horizontal line. So horizontal line, and you can just again, as I said, right, this is the area here, it touches, but it just telling like it rejected, it could not pass it. But see, it just making an ascending triangle right here, just down, up, down, up, down, up. So these are acting as support and these are acting as resistance, right? So you could literally have, let's say, yeah, this is, you don't know probably, but when it acts as a resistance, so okay, this, there is a resistance right here, then it kind of went down, 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 now it's down. So now it bounces up, right? So this is acting as a support, so you literally can enter 68 and get into 86. That's 20 points, and then again it bounced back again, right? So I don't know if it's gonna do exactly that, but looks like if it goes around like 76, 77, that's a good point too. If it just go a little bit, you always need to go confirmation. Sometimes if it, let's say 68, 78, it may go downward too. There's nothing guarantee, like, right? No patterns were 100% of the time. If it was that easy, then everybody just mastered the pattern and make millions and billions, right? So you always need to look into that. But you, in option, just give it a enough wiggle room, but you get the general idea, right? So let's look at the few more ticker. So add some so GL, so ammo. Let's look at the ammo. So ammo, the cigarette company, and let's look at that. Exactly, see, they are making like higher, low, higher, low, higher, low, higher, low, and perfect triangle. So if you draw a line, that's a straight line right there. And again, a lot of people are like, hey, it's coming, it happens all the time. It's probably not. uh, and let's make a trend line right here, right here, right here. See, that's a perfect triangle. Yeah, I think this could be a good trade. Like I would enter like if it breaks like yeah, 44 maybe. Yeah, what was the lowest point? 31. So I think this is pretty good. I mean, I don't think people are gonna stop smoking. So if you wanna invest, not a big fan, but yeah, it's a stock. You should never have any you know personal relationships with the stock. It's just a company, you are here to make money, that's all. But let's, yeah, see, I mean, and other things, always look at whenever it just break out, always look for the volume. Like you want something like this, right? So here volume increasing, like even if it's decreasing, but volume increasing. If volume see from here, like look at the volume, like it was just red, then as soon as this kind of, look at this volume, like that's a good sign. When the price increases the volume, that's always a good sign. So this is ammo, and let's look at few more maybe. CERN, okay, CERN also like went up to 53, then went up to 74, and it's kind of consolidating in a perfect area. Wow, that's a perfect oh sorry. So horizontal line right there, and you're gonna make a trend line. So that's a trend line, and yeah, Yeah, a lot of people say why it's not touching. You can literally make it like this, right? Now it's touching, so it's not a like hard and fast rule like exactly, but it just, I think you kind of get a sense. Now here you have a triangle, so you can make it like so. My triangle may not align perfectly with you, but you get that, right? So always look at, it's a story, your candlestick, read it, right? They are pulling, 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 pulling. It's a rejected by the week, 2 weeks, one time rejected. And look at that. This is a engulfing. This is a sign to short. Like this is like literally small loss, like oh, big, massive sell off, then sell, 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 sell. A little bit of pullback, then sell, 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 sell. Always kind of this area. This is area. It doesn't have to touch it. Then it goes up again. So yeah, 73, 74. So anything above, I would say like yeah, 75 and with the good volume, that's pretty good shot. And next resistance could be like 77, and then after that it could go up to almost 80. So that's a 10 points trade, so that's 20, 25. It's a pretty good swing, I think, like if it gets with the good volume. So yeah, we can look more and more. There's a lot of and you can use this for any, right, intraday and everything. And again, a lot of people are like, all you need to do is like you have a straight up making a triangle like shape, that's all, and look for the breakout, that's all. Don't get fixated with like yeah, this is also not perfect like the others one, but you get the idea. Oops. Yeah, it's kind of making triangle like that. And let's make a horizontal line. Not really a perfect one this, but yeah, you get, so you will never have like it's kind of went there but failed again, failed again, failed again. But this is pretty good, right? All this. So I guess you guys got the idea. And if you have any questions or comments, don't forget to comment below. And if you want to make any other video, I'll definitely make it. But that's it for today. Thank you.